Hi Lighthouse Books, my name's Laurie Bolger and I'm a writer, predominantly poetry, and the lovely Peach from Edinburgh's Radical Bookshop has asked me to do a very small reading from my latest publication, Makeover, published by the Emma Press just this month, and I'm so excited. It's just been the most amazing small press to work with, and they've just given absolutely everything and just been really generous with me. So I'm really happy to be able to share this with you. I guess the book is kind of really about women's working class women, particularly in my family, and bodies and spaces and the things that we kind of get told across generations, really. And I'd really like to thank Amy Louise Evans as well, who just summed up the cover so brilliantly with my nan's ceramic chicken, some prawn vol au vents, a scallop, some scallops in some shells, and just sort of really celebrating this kind of buffet of places and women. And I guess the book is very fizzy, it's very pink, it is actually very pink. and anyway, I'm going to read you maybe two poems, and since Peach was the one who asked me to make this content for you, I'd like to dedicate a poem to them. It's the first poem in the book and it is called Peach. In the working men's club, they played pennies from heaven. All the kids would run onto the dance floor to pick up the coins the adults had dropped. The working men's club with the long wall in front. And one big tree, where people dropped in and dropped their souls like pennies onto the shiny floor. How could you want more than this? It was boiling that June, washing up bowls for paddling pools. The girls made stress balls and the boys made water balloons. So the compere called the same man up to sing. I pulled her from her glittering packaging. I wanted everything for her, a moth in a crush of stars. Mum walks through the door in her new coat, red with matching hat. She must be about 8 or 9, and my mum is shy. Tough frown, but shy. Her and Nan had to walk through the men's bar to get to the women's bit out the back. And all the men shouted, "Red, all right there, Little Red Riding Hood." At night, I imagine myself with the neighbours' gelled curtains, the boy next door who suggested a wet t-shirt contest, and we all lined up. I pulled 2 bits of hair down like Sporty. I thought I told you about the committee member's wife, the one who ran a snack bar where you could buy a single sausage on a stick, always for 6pence and burnt. Imagine the ballroom thick with drink. In through the double doors, Mum holding Nan's hand, holding on tight like she was tight-roping the long wall outside. She must have been pretending to be a film star, hand glued to hers shell mirror. And later, after fizzy coke and crisps, her pushing the coins into her small hot palm, gathering them up, quick. Coppers falling from the pockets of Mr. Ambrose, Edith and Jean, Rita, fat peaches, penny sweets, French chalk, women waltzing like they were well-to-do and in love. I didn't learn to skateboard that year. I rode in the passenger seat of my cousin's dirt truck, the first lesson in loving men until they die. I want to twirl her, the way I twirl in the living room some nights. I let her go in the cul-de-sac, her plastic wings carrying her as far as the front lawn. Nan had her hair done in the peachy salon. The men talk shit, the women look lovely. Why don't you show Mary your cloak before it gets dirty? Between pictures of boxers they fight at the bar, the dusty ceiling with one balloon stuck high heavens. They'd need a ladder to get that down. I remember when Heidi's homemade stress ball exploded. She caught the flower in her skirt and carried it for a long time. So I'm still getting my head around this book and how to read the poems, so it's just so lovely, as I said, to be asked to do this. I'm going to read a very short one, actually. I was going to read the poem Shine, which you can find on my Instagram, mainly because I've realised that I've done a video with literally the oven over my left shoulder there. There she is. But no, I'm going to read a different poem because it's a relaxing poem and I think it's just a comforting poem. And I really, really love this poem. And I'm really glad that the Emma Press persuaded me to put this poem in because it was one of the ones that I was thinking maybe I'd take out. It's called Watergate Bay Hotel. It's an indulgent one, I think. So maybe you should go and indulge in something after this. Watergate Bay Hotel. I ordered a sticky toffee pudding in a shiny blue bowl. Took it up to the room at the top. Let the ice cream melt and float like petrol. Just me and the duvet. A new sheet and my body tucked under it. And I rubbed my feet back together and let a comedian keep me company on the little telly in the corner. And I was glad not to have to be anywhere or anyone's, and the sea got darker and I got stiller. And I can't remember leaving the bowl or the spoon, but it greeted me in the morning, sides going hard on the grey bedside like cold sand drying in the bright. Everyone's favourite Sunday weather. Everyone out there already. When the morning knocked the door, I laid there the same way lovers do, pulling the other one back to bed as the shower cools their warm bodies in. Thank you. Oh, and also go into the bookshop because I'm going to post you some of these bookmarks for the Creative Writing Breakfast Club and Poetry in Pyjamas that I run online, and people come all over from all over the world in their pyjamas and write together and listen to poetry. So if you fancy an online event, then go into the bookshop, grab one of these bookmarks, and I'll post them to Peach. And thank you so much. I hope that you'll pick up a copy of the book and recommend it maybe to somebody else. But really, I just really enjoyed reading the poems. So I will hopefully see you in Edinburgh very, very soon. And give me a little follow and pop into Lighthouse Books.